If we want to rationalize the denominator for 4 minus the square root of 6 divided by 2 plus the square root of 6, we will multiply in the denominator by 2 minus the square root of 6, and thus also in the numerator by 2 minus the square root of 6. So the same terms as the denominator with the opposite sign. In the numerator, we will distribute 4 times positive 2 gives me 8. 4 times negative square root of 6 gives me minus 4 on the square root of 6. Negative square root of 6 times positive 2 gives me minus 2 on the square root of 6. Negative square root of 6 times negative square root of 6 gives me plus 6. In the denominator, we will also distribute 2 times 2 gives me 4. 2 times negative square root of 6 gives me minus 2 on the square root of 6. Square root of 6 times positive 2 gives me plus 2 on the square root of 6. Square root of 6 times negative square root of 6 gives me minus 6. We combine like terms, so 8 plus 6 gives me 14. Negative 4 on the square root of 6 minus 2 on the square root of 6 gives me minus 6 on the square root of 6. In the denominator, 4 minus 6 gives me negative 2. And our middle terms, negative 2 on the square root of 6 plus 2 on the square root of 6, cancel out. Remember, any term with a radical in the denominator should cancel out. If it does not, you are not doing this problem correctly. We can factor a negative 2 in the numerator to leave behind negative 7 plus 3 on the square root of 6. And in the denominator, negative 2. So the negative 2's cancel, and I will end up with negative 7 plus 3 on the square root of 6 as my final answer.